I know what I'd like to do as a service project, but how do I develop a research question?
To develop a research question, we really looked at how this healthcare workforce, these grant aids, could help the community. And also we looked at the problem on the other side of kind of where there is an excess of demand for healthcare and where there's a lack of supply. And then we kind of found in the middle where we asked the question, what percentage of these cases could be seen by grant aids? So it was kind of the synthesis between those two problem areas that really led us to what exactly we wanted to ask that could really help us through our data kind of validate this whole program and this whole idea of grant aids.
I would suggest starting with a theme. So for me and my teammates, it was women's health. We talked with our mentor, and he said that our potential community partner, the hospital in Guatemala, was very interested in women's health. And that was very general, but over the months before we submitted our final application, we talked more and more with our community partner, and they told us exactly what they wanted to learn about. That they wanted to learn why women were coming to the ER when they were already in labor with complications and it was their first time. So they wanted to learn about maternal health. They wanted to learn about domestic violence that was taboo to talk about in the community. Education for women, why weren't they going? So with this, we were able to say, okay, let's look at these 4 themes, the other being general access to health services, and see what the needs and resources in the community were for these 4 themes. So coming up with a research question that's narrow like that with 4 topics and general perceptions of needs that you're looking at, it can be difficult. But start broad and then move in towards your ultimate goal.
I think our first step really was talking with Market Central, which is a nonprofit advocacy group for the market. They call themselves Friends of the Market. And so we talked with them immediately saying we were interested in doing this project, and they're the ones that sort of tipped us off to the problems that they were seeing that they thought that maybe research could help solve. But then we also really made sure to get involved in the community meetings that were going on. We started attending Charlottesville City Task Force meetings, and that's where we started to see the bigger picture. And we could understand not only what Market Central, our community partner, was saying, but then also what was actually going on the ground. And it became clear that that was where the data was missing, that there were making decisions based on assumptions and that there had been no data collected on the market previously. And we thought, perfect, that's where we come in.
Developing a research question sounds like a daunting task, especially if you've never done it before. But it's actually a really helpful step to take, and that way you can always refer back to your research question when you're further along on your project and you're wondering what approach to take. There are different ways to develop your research question. If you're taking a class, especially a project-based class, that's often a good avenue to try and explore where you want to take your research question. Also, talking to JPC alumni, graduate students, professors, faculty, and the JPC staff is a great way to find out how to approach this sort of thing.